surely you want to put yourself in a position where you can fight for that, you know, instead of just... I mean, obviously they can fight for that. They can still play the game, but the nature of their draft means that there is going to be a lot of waiting around. There's going to be a lot of playing the map. I mean, that's the kind of style of Dota they're going to choose their game 2 on. It's bold, T Governor. It is bold.
Yeah, I'm putting it bluntly. This is the type of game where they win it and you're like, wow, what a masterclass. They really didn't care about these counters. Or they lose and the entirety of Twitch chat is like, no, they picked a Nigma into Silencer, no. You know, like,
let's be honest, it's going to be there anyway.
It's going to be there anyway. But like, you really know it's a very, this will be quite the game for Alliance to win or lose. Because again, you lose, farewell DPC. Hello TI qualifiers, sure, but farewell the prestigious slot within the DPC.
Yeah, I'm wondering if those TI qualifiers kind of give you a crash mat, you know, the fact that, all right, well, we always got that to look out for. You can play a bit more free, a bit less pressure, maybe. I know. That doesn't feel like a good idea, though. That doesn't feel like a good idea to be like, we don't need to win this game. We got TI qualifiers coming up. Who cares?
Nah,
DPC,
there's
not
no logic.
me.
that whole line that you went down does not exist. I'm very thankful for. If a pro team thinks like that, then they are not worthy of the DPC. But either way, the lanes have started. The potential final game of the regular season could be over. Within the hour.
Well, not potential final games. There will be tiebreakers regardless, so
of the regular season. I made it sound like a real sport.
Well, then it is.
See?
Yeah, okay.
But then we have the post-season tiebreakers, which is the playoffs that people probably would have liked to see in an actual DPC format where you play a group into the playoffs. But of course, that never really came into.
Yeah, the majors in playoffs. Imagine if we had playoffs into then majors. I don't know. But then again, the old qualifiers were always really hype as well. So
I'm down for like Div 2 to have a slightly different format to Div 1, right? Because also there was the argument as well with like the bottom 2 of Div 1 playing against the top 2 of Div 2 to then re-qualify for your slot. Like, are the Div 2 teams really worthy? That obviously got shut down quite easily by kind of the public, because it's like Div 2 teams deserve the shot of Div 1 rather than having to play up against them. But there's room for some change-ups, and maybe in the new year we do get some wild DPC changes. We have had this format now for 2 years and had its success, and of course it's had its downfall, but I'm down to see some changes.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's grateful for the stability of the DPC and the opportunities it's given like a lot of players. Always there's fine-tuning to be done, but yeah. It's an ongoing process, an ever-evolving beast, as is esports. So,
all right, mate, let's talk about Beastmaster then.
Let's look at Beastmaster. He's doing the best. He's got the highest number at the moment.
Yeah, 10-1. Against Terrorblade, you don't really pressure Terrorblade. Terrorblade also farms up. It's like a even trade of farm. But when you throw Jakira into the mix as well, your tower should be defended for like a little bit longer. You're kind of stalling out the inevitable. And MC has got mana boots in his quick bite, which is often the approach when you then want to go for the Aghanims, because you're going for like axe spam and that type of thing. He's not rushing the helm, so maybe he did lie to us in that interview where he clearly stated that he doesn't like Aghanims.
The man's a snake. He puts on this wholesome exterior, but in the inside, he's a backstabber. I knew it all along.
Out of all the players in Dota, there is one player that I would never allow you even to jokingly say that to. And
Yeah,
that is
the
GH. Sweetest whole. Okay. Ooh, good response. But MC is a close second. They are some of the more
mind
control. Great pairings.
Oh, one more click. They're gonna get him. There you go. That metamorphosis comes down, and the powerful demon will take out mind control. Goodbye, Beastmaster. And hello, loads of CS in a first blood. This is a great start to the lane for Alliance down here.
I mean, the lane is set up to do this. They saw the Beastmaster and they double picked counter, both support and carry. So you expect them to have a little bit of punch in this lane. And yeah, they find it around meta. When meta's up, they should get kills. When meta's down, you hit back the creeps. And this is the mid matchup that I think people probably know the least about, just because it is an OD. We've seen a lot of Timbersaw bullying these melee heroes, but to see an OD, it's going to be interesting to see when the raw power spikes come into play. I think OD has some nuisance value with this Imprison, but I don't really know who's going to be pulling ahead or who has that kill threat, because both heroes should just be trading the farm. GH, he has a fairy fight, but opts to die instead.
Get it, yeah. Wow, okay, another kill down here. That one was without meta as well, so that's a freebie. My goodness. I mean, honestly, need to kind of tighten things up down in this bottom lane a little bit if they want Charlie to feel any sort of pressure in this early game, but it's looking like he's just kind of going to glide his way through to a very nice start. So let's take a look elsewhere. I mean, obviously over towards this mid lane, it's just going to be this trade as you're talking about. See if anyone's able to pull particularly far ahead. It's always annoying. You sometimes just have to back out of the lane and just hit that reset button. You do that just by shoving the wave in, which we see kind of Chuan doing a bit. How close is Mikey to 6? Okay, it's not that close yet. I mean, I don't even know what the build is on OD anymore. I don't know if you take ulti at 6, but I imagine if you have like crap tons of Astral Imprisonment stacked up, then you probably just try and go for it. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's just constantly spamming it out, and like you just know that OD's gonna find his farm. I think maybe when Timber hits 6, if a support rotates in, there could be a little bit of like, ooh, you've overstepped your mark and died. But yeah, again, I feel like you're just picking the hero to farm. OD often concedes a lot of lanes because of the inability to continue that harassment. But against a Timber, you know it's there, so you go. You get
Let's get Axis, blood grenade. Whoa.
Is he gonna die? No, he's fine.
He's not. He lives on a very, very precarious situation. Well, so much brawling going on this line. Meanwhile, over on the top lane, there hasn't been much at all. I mean, S4's just TP'd out, so maybe he got pretty low in the process, but yeah. Just been chilling. Oh, I'm keeping an eye. Oh, keep an eye on mid, everybody. As this guy's getting, he's currently got 723 of his mana reduced. Mikey, he hits the 6. He's gonna kill him. Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know if he did 100 to 0 him, but
GH as well. Oh,
yeah,
Ice Path catches him out. Oh, but the Fairy Fire and the Wand. They weren't ready for it. And that means the little green man's going to be able to run himself away. But anyway, continue telling me about the ramifications of the middle lane. Hold on. We might get to see the implications of the ramifications of the middle lane, as Hanskin does actually end up going down to GH instead. And Ponlo will fall in the mid.
Yep, I was trying to see if this Timber saw OD, if OD did have that kind of explosive output.
Charlie.
Clearly he does.
Trying to finish off GH here, but he's so damn fast, running through the tree lines. He's juking, he's jiving, he's thriving. One more hit, will not be finding. Doesn't have the metamorphosis up any longer. He's trying to do it in human mode, and he gets killed off. Dies to the Nether Ward, in fact.
Dude, so many big kills coming in the last couple minutes, right? You've got the Timber dying mid, the OD dying bottom. Oh, sorry, the TB dying bottom. Kuroki's getting even punched up top, but all right. So importantly, right? There's been 4 games of Terrorblade. You know, let's see if Kuroki... Charlie has played 4 Terrorblade games so far in the DPC. He's won all 4. He has only died maximum once per game in all of those games.
Wow.
He's died in 3 of them once. In the 4th game, he never died at all. His entire stat line for Terrorblade and DPC is 42 kills, 3 deaths, 44 assists across 4 games. Like, he has had incredible showings on this hero. But then when you think about it, he's already died once. So it's like, ooh, if you die one more time,
that's a record.
It's a record. You know, it's incredibly impressive for Charlie. Like, Terrorblade has been one of his best heroes so far. It has really enabled Alliance to beat the likes of Ancient Tribe, Monaspa, ITB. But can he have that level of performance so far? Sure, he's died once, but yeah, it's one of his best heroes. The stats, they speak for themselves in this moment.
They do indeed. Go up in the top lane here. Yuma immediately going to throw that. What? All right. Ponlo needs to just TP himself out of this one. As
do you want to get a replay of that, or are we going to just let it slide?
Look. I want to see it again.
One replay for the boys.
I want to see if he was near the edge. Was it like a?
Okay.
Was it like a judgment call? Was it? I don't think it was, but I want to see it. Anyway.
Okay, there you go. There's our request. It's been heard, and maybe it comes into play. Alliance, unfortunately, not really able to kind of connect any of the dots recently. Bit of an unfortunate couple of minutes, right? Black Hole's cancelled, Timber's dying, TB's dying. We need to kind of slow down this game a little bit, and sure they are by killing off GH. The key thing for Alliance with this passive style of draft is stall the aggression, bide your time, itemize for the mid game, and unfortunately.
Oh, damn.
We're finding a couple cheap kills.
Kira as well. They're trying to bring in the damage onto Mind Control. Meanwhile, Rupture up on the top lane, but we'll watch Charlie try and finish this job here onto Mind Control. Needs a little bit more, needs one more right click. Oh, he's not going to find it. Meanwhile, up on the top side, S4 will go down again. The Rupture is there. The damage is through. And sad start to the game for S4, has to be said. Bottom.
Not the best of Enigma picks. We kind of anticipated this.
Uh-oh.
Charlie, 1v3ing right now.
No!
He
tries to sunder under the
oh.
Metal Ward. I mean, he wasn't getting out of there any other way. Had to give it a go. But
it's the second
alas.
time he's died to Nether Ward. The
Yep.
second time. This is now the worst amount of deaths, or the worst performance, technically speaking, Charlie's ever had in this tour on Terrorblade. And I'm so worried. I feel like I was really hinting at this during the draft. Like, how does Alliance play Dota with these heroes? And Nigma, all of their heroes kind of synergize together, right? Be it through protecting each other or elevating each other to pump out more damage in the fight. And already we're seeing Mikey, he's making these moves, killing off the Timber, rotating around the map, and it's really setting the pace. He's going for that Witchblade build, which is going to be quite a nice damage deal. We'll see if he pivots later, but we're going to see the replay. Oh, yes. Okay. It's the good replay. So S4 comes in around the tree line, seen by that range creep on the edge, very much within inside blood.
Super close to the edge there. Mikey's dead on the live screen though, so that's a pretty big deal. Lions find themselves a big ticket pick-off, but they'll move across to China as well. He gets a TP. Very nicely done by Chorn there. That is actually a critical escape from him. Using the Timber Chain inside of the Rupture. A ballsy play, but it gets him out, and that's what matters.
Maybe every time we watch that S4 highlight, Alliance will have like good luck in the game. I'm not saying we
I'm
watch
not going
it
to test
again.
that theory. I don't want to I don't want to see that one again. That's rough. It happens.
Wait, is he
Move
going?
on.
He's going Helm with Dom on Enigma?
Ooh, he is.
So he's actually not playing the Aura Enigma, because of course against Silence you can't go Blink BKB, right? That's already out of the game plan. So sometimes you see like a Greaves or a Pipe or just some casual Aura, but he's going for Helm of the Dominator. I've not seen this for quite some time. We'll see if it pays off, but Alliance really raising some questions in their most decider series or game so far in this DPC. Nigma continues the aggression.
They're doing it their way, and I respect the hell out of it.
What you? Okay.
Like someone has to.
Oh
no, not again.
We're summoning some good luck, boys.
We're trying to see
we're
if
summoning
it works.
it.
Okay.
Oh,
all right,
come on,
let's see if
Alliance.
Alliance
All right,
get a
come
kill
on, all
from
right.
this.
Maybe he hits the black hole this time. Maybe he hits it. Okay. Doesn't hit it this time. Oh.
And live?
But when we tune back into the game, there could be.
No, they're just playing
It doesn't
them out.
work. All right, okay. We had to do the science. It failed. Hypothesis mildly.
Hey, we're
okay.
scientists here, right? That's what we do.
We are. We do. And okay, well, at least we don't have to bring that one back in. Sorry, S4, we won't shame you for that black hole anymore. But we were trying to like cast a curse you into getting back into the game. So we were trying our bit.
It was for you guys. It just didn't pay off, unfortunately.
It was atrocious.
Let's see. I mean, they're kind of... There's GH just sitting in mid lane, just constantly life-draining away at Mr. Chuan here. Like, it's pretty obnoxious. He's got nothing to stop it. He can just run away. You don't really want to run away from a support, but he doesn't have much of a choice. Annoying green man at it again.
I really hope MC's doing the interview. If they were to win, of course. Alliance can still win it. But if they was to do the interview, we're going to have to grill him on this Ags, because... he's going for it. He's got the point booster. Yeah. He's got the Vanguard.
You lied to us. That's a great way to start an interview. Oh, Hanskin, he's in a bit of trouble down here. Kuro, though, also getting kind of burned up a little bit, but the Global Silence is going to save his ass, so he's going to get out okay. Now, important thing to mention here, Global Silence is down. Possibility of a black hole for S4 is now up. Yeah, he's looking at the Blood Secret saying, no. I'm getting flashback to last time I tried this.
But we didn't see it on camera, right? But he hit the Malefice, he waited for the blood, right?
Yeah.
But because heroes were low, Bloodseeker, of course, zoomed away. He nearly tried. He went for it, but of course, Global was down as well. Like, it was the opportunity to give it a good scuffling.
Yeah, I like this. Ponlo and S4, they know this big spell is down. They can land a black hole if they get this Enigma into the mix. The perfect hero to do that is the Spirit Breaker, the battering ram hero, to open up the doors. to this fight.
He's just going to charge on through. Mikey, he's kind of in the river.
Absolutely is, yeah. No response from Mikey. No astral imprisonment coming out at all, really. S4 is just sitting here. I mean, he's going to go for the black hole. Does manage to catch out Yuma. Mikey gets out the other side, but he's holding back the support. They need to bring down this OD, and they don't seem to have the damage, and S4's going to go down again, as well as Chuan. Oh, no, it looked like it could have been amazing, but instead it is an absolute disaster for the side of Alliance. Can they keep this middle tower alive? I'm not sure they can.
He just missed the black hole, as simply as it put. He was inside the imprison. He was trying to go for zoning. More. And now Pondlo runs in as well. And zoning, black holes aren't going to win you this game. And unfortunately, S4 with now the second blunder of the game on his Enigma. And this is not a game where you can miss black holes. Without that, then their kind of big team fight and kind of punch back in this mid game, it's all around that spell. It's so difficult. And unfortunately, we're not really seeing S4 connect on it. He's also falling behind on net worth. The only core to be doing well on Alliance is Charlie on this Terrorblade. Timbersaws had to soak up the aggression. Enigma kind of playing catch up. Gotta feel bad for them. They're not really just executing right now in such an important game. Like, to give context, yes, I can see why he's trying to min-max that. He's trying to catch the TPs whilst hitting the OD, but in that scenario, why would you not just go for the OD? Get that kill, prevent the Sanity's Eclipse, and just progress the fight after. You might get hit by a Blood Right halfway through, but you'll at least secure the kill. So in the heat of the moment, S4 trying to do too much, and I can see why they feel like they're behind. They are behind. Once again, Nigma take that in their stride and continue to accelerate the game in their favor.
Charlie, you got to do so much work, my boy. You got to do so much work this game. Man, I could see it. You know, Charlie's had some amazing games. Definitely a standout performer for the side of Alliance, but they're coming in for Chuan again here. They're looking for the Timber Saw. He does have this Timber Chain available. I'll see if he can get it. It needs to be long. It is long, and there's a lot of tick damage through it, but it won't be enough. Chuan will at least survive the assassination attempt in the middle lane this time around.
Yeah, this is the type of game where Timbersaw really wishes like Hood of Defiance was still an option, because he would love to buy just a casual Hood to soak up some of this damage and then just survive a little bit longer. But now it's like you go, what? Shroud, Pipe, or Casual Cloak, and he hasn't opted to go for Casual Cloak. He's even going for just an instant BKB. And he's got Mana Boot, Kaya, BKB in his quick buy.
Global Silence coming down. They want to try and keep their Bloodseeker alive here, but he gets bashed. Oh, but the disruption comes in from Mikey as well. S4, does he have anything to throw into this? I mean, no black hole available, and Yuma's just going to be able to run himself out. Raw kill onto Ponlo. They'll keep Yuma alive at all costs. Is it worth it? I mean, it depends what S4 can do with this next black hole then, because it's going to be off cooldown, and there won't be a global to counter it out. But again, he doesn't. He
didn't roll the Spirit Breaker. I'm sorry, but he didn't roll the Spirit Breaker, right? He rolled just to kill off the Eidolons to provide the pushback to give Mikey Yuma just enough time to disengage.
Oh, that's pretty lit.
That was such a 5-head roar from MC.
No, absolutely.
Sorry to jump in that one, but I had to highlight how
that's important. Yeah. Chikiro being cooked up a little bit here. Gonna try and slow down Mind Control's advance. Mind Control, he's only got eyes for one man here. He says as far as he's like, hello, you handsome man. He's just gonna stay right on top of him with those drums banging away, but the rest of them are kind of coming in to assist out here. Chuan's in on this as well. Enigma getting very low indeed, trying to hide inside the trees. I mean, maybe can respond with something here as Kuro. They've poured a little bit too much onto this fire here. S4 just gonna go on TP his way out of this one. My job is done. They didn't kill him. He juked around the trees very nicely, and Nigma lose 2 heroes because of it. But Nigma are done. They're looking at this right now. They're looking at Chuan, and Chuan, he doesn't have much of a response. He's actually just going to get cooked. Ponlo committing to this one as well. My goodness. I mean, Alliance, they're really forcing this one out. Surely there's no way they actually make this fight work. A nice little ice path coming in from Hanskin from the sidelines, but no, Alliance, they will pull the plug on this one, and they'll back themselves away.
Yeah, you got to disengage there. Of course, meta soon expiring. You don't really want to try and commit that. Like, you just got a nice pick off. Don't overplay your hand and continue the engagement to give away even more kills. I think good for Alliance at least to identify when Nigma was overplaying. Easily when you're behind, you can feel like you just don't want to take any fight, but still, the game is in Nigma's control to do as they wish. And as they wish, they want to go to Roshan.
In we go to that pit. The big boys slapping away at it. The little boys chasing everybody else away from that pit. And this will be A free Aegis full side of Nigma Galaxy. Mikey's going to grab this one. This OD now with Blink Dagger, Witchblade, and an Aegis, so he can go as aggressive as he wants. I feel so good to get the Aegis with this build, by the way. Like, when you just, like, ignore BKB, ignore Hurricane Pike, just go Blink, Witchblade, and get a BKB with it as well. It feels amazing.
Yeah, for sure. It's also positioning, right? Because now S4, who's been struggling to hit his black holes, now, even if he does hit a black hole with Global down, any minute you just blink, boom, imprison, that hero is now saved as well. So it's a lot of save inside Nigma's lineup and a lot of single target style stuns, right? Be it the Ice Path, the Spiritbreaker charge lock on, black hole kind of you expect it to be on one hero in this game due to the fact he doesn't have blink. So even though it's a big spell, kind of single target in some essence due to the draft.
Things are getting sweaty here for Alliance. I mean, again, their game plan is kind of just wait, hold. We might be able to find an entry to the game at some point, but yeah, it's not making itself forthcoming at the moment. Nigma there just looking to strangle them out as much as they can, and they can absolutely do that. And they go here onto Ponlo. Ponlo, I don't think he's got a way out of this one. Too much damage coming out from Mikey. Those orbs hit hard.
This is so powerful against any of these like tanky heroes. OD just eats through them. And in the draft, I mentioned like maybe the Ags build for double save, but I also really love the build where you go for Witchblade and go for the kill. Numa, he has to use his BKB in the bot lane. Should be able to disengage from here. Again, Alliance not really having layers of damage to kill off the heroes. Nice bit of pressure, but still, your mid lane's falling. Where's the rebuttal?
Yeah, there isn't one. There's not going to be one. Tier 2 mid's going to fall. They're getting a bit of counter aggression coming in the top lane, just sending in some illusions, some Eidolon, some low commitment and Alliance. They're just sending everyone to the middle lane, but Mikey, he's a fast lad. I liked that attempt there from Ponlo, you know, using the ultimate early to try and stop himself getting astraled up, but didn't quite work out. Oh, and a shield rune as well. Okay, Aegis plus shield rune. Maybe this isn't a thing anymore.
No, not at all. Okay, so this point in the game, Alliance kind of feels like they're victim to making no real moves, and they will kind of be under the pressure of Nigma. Like, when does Nigma overstep? And Yuma, nice TP out there. They were triple
close.
smoked. If he doesn't get that TP off, he's dead. Ponlo didn't actually use a drum charge in that charge, and I'd argue if he did drum plus phase and bulldoze, probably would have connected on that. So he had 7 charges in the mid fight, still 7 charges here. So unfortunately for Ponlo, not fully utilizing the move potential of this hero, and could have just been enough to clip onto that Bloodseeker.
They know where S4 is.
Double wisdom rune for Alliance. There we go.
Oh, they're back. Let's go.
Let's not get too carried away.
Alrighty.
He took the wisdom rune instantly, now getting
S4. Okay, well, third death for him. That is a tough one. The entire enemy team just shoving down this lane, and yeah, not really expecting him to just kind of blink past the tower there, but what can you do? Tier 2 in the top lane goes down. Oh, I'll take the Tormentor. Why not? Rub a bit of salt in that wound.
Who's going to get it? Quick predict, go.
GH.
Too late. Broke you.
Fuck.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's why you don't gamble, kids. So, Kuroki now with the shard. Of course, that now allows him to get a silence based on his right clicks. Normally, Silencer doesn't really put himself in a position to right click. We've seen some position 5 players actually go for treads to cover the fact that they will inevitably get a shard from Tormentor and have the attack speed. But of course, in this game, Kuroki going for the Solar Crest to amp up his OD and his right clicks. We probably won't see it come into too much of a play. Maybe some Spirit Breaker if he's on top of Silencer, but not the biggest of shards. And now we get a second round. Will it be between OD or will it be Pugna? Take your guess.
Oh, Mikey, Jesus. Yay, I got it. That's why you should gamble, kids.
Because of 50-50.
Feels so good when you get it right. 22 minutes 50 into this game, and it's a 10k gold advantage. It's feeling very, very good for Nigma Galaxy. They take both Tormentors, they just control this map at the moment. Alliance, they're just waiting. They're biding their time. They're going to try and find their opportunity. I mean, Charlie, he does have the money, but can he do it all by himself? Obviously, there'll be a little bit of a help coming out, but I mean, Not so much from
Charlie's had-
S4. I really don't know what this Enigma can contribute to these team fights. Other than
Right
space
now-
on the map is really like all he's given.
He had nothing. I think right now S4's best participation will be getting his home with the Overlord, being in proximity to Charlie with the Vlad's aura, and just providing like a cheap stun. Like play inside my Midnight Pulse. If he gets a black hole off, that's just because Kuroki maybe threw out the global too early. But I would be surprised if S4 had direct impact into the fight and more kind of just through his existence. And that's only because he's had a really rough start to the game and also not the best entry when opportunities arose. And often Alliance in this position, when Charlie has the farm, they will at least find one fight, right? Charlie, as a carry player, will normally be able to dictate the squad into one engagement that can go well. Issue is, with TB, meta gets used. Often the next fight after in that window
Here we go.
it's kind of hard to fight. And Chuan already half HP Bloodseeker.
He's
Why
gone.
such a great counter. Yeah, instantly deleted.
Yuma just cuts through him and even chasing the rest back as well, just making sure they are absolutely getting this tier 2 tower uncontested by the side of Alliance. Without their Timbersaw, there is no chance of coming up to this one. So once again, you know, just kind of looking at those counter map plays coming out from S4, just shoving those Eidolons up to the top side along with the Helm of the Dominator creep.
Radiant's bottom tower is
JH is going to stick a straw in it and gobble it up for himself. Yeah, I still gets the resummon, but down at bottom, Podlo's going to die as well. Nope. Oh, it's actually in the mid
intrigued to
lane.
know why-
Wow. It's just a solo
Look at
kill.
S4 real quick. Deaths are occurring, but I'm intrigued to know why S4's locked his Helm of the Dominator right now, not completing the Helm of the Overlord. I honestly have no idea if there's some like
that's not a
super
money
tech
creep.
here. No. Because he also, whilst he had Helm of Dom, his creep died to the tier 2 tower. He then recast it whilst having the lock. Yeah, heroes are dying right now, that's fine. But I'm really,
Here we
okay,
go.
he just,
He's
he
summoned
now
it.
just unlocked it.
Yep.
And he just, okay.
He's been roared. He's going to die. The drums are drumming. And S4 is a dying. And it's going to be the fourth death for S4.
I was honestly hoping there was some like revolutionary tech that we weren't aware of, but no, he was just holding onto it and yeah, died.
I feel
Alliance,
like
if they
he's
show on the
picking up
map,
something
they are
there,
gonna-
but I don't know what it was, yeah. Maybe he just wanted to wait for the right ancient creep to be found. And does it unsummon your regular Helm of
Yeah,
the
yeah, I believe so.
Helm
Yeah,
creep?
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
Radiant structures
I guess that makes sense.
Range. I'm really clutching at straws to talk about Alliance, by the way, as you can guess. Nigma, of course, in the driving seat, have no real cares. Move around, kill heroes, do what they want. And yeah, we're yet to really see Charlie enter an engagement. That is because he knows that if they take one bad fight, this game probably will end due to the Beastmaster factor and Alliance. They've spent the last 16 minutes just throwing bodies down lanes in the hope to push out waves. Of course, Charlie has been farming quite nicely. 14,000 and a half net worth. Very close to this Bloodseeker, who's had a very free game. The point is, at what point does Terrorblade become strong enough to even entertain a fight? There's global, there's imprisons, there's decrypt turnarounds, raw. It's like, it's not the easiest entry for a Terrorblade to just say, this is my fight.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
He needs someone to go in and make that vision for him. You know, he needs someone to kind of play around a bit and then give him that information. That'll be, of course, Twan's job. He's had a rough time, though, and this OD just eats through him right now. As does the Bloodseeker. They have no hesitation in rupturing him up. Such a terrible hero to be ruptured on. It's,
It's a hard game. Look at his build. I said he was going BKB. I didn't know if he was going to hold true to it, but he went for Mana Boots, Kaya, BKB. Ignoring the cheap items, of course. Like, this is when you know the game is absolutely rough for this hero.
Yep. He's having a tough old time. Alliance just trying to poke into this triangle. I say, come on, leave us a triangle at the very least. Nigma Galaxy. Well, they do actually relent and head themselves back a bit, but they're kind of playing around this ward. They're huddled at the moment. Yeah, smoke up.
Smoke back. S4, no, run!
Roars out, mind control. He gets straight on top of him. The global science is down as well. They'll take care of S4. He's got the buyback, though. There is potential here. It's Charlie bashing into Yuma. Yuma trying to finish off Chuan. Chuan go for the TP. Not going to happen, though. The Terrorblade is dead as well. S4 trying to find the moment here. He's going in. In comes Black Hole out onto the Bloodseeker. That doesn't seem to be the damage, though, as Mikey comes in around the sidelines. Charlie, he needs to finish Yuma off. Cannot do so. Yuma just runs away. However, nice stun out front. Handskin here. Is it going to be enough? Mikey taking so much damage. The Macropier. Is it going to take him down? Looks like Mikey's going to survive. And both the big cores make it out on the side of Nigma. Charlie, he just couldn't finish the job onto either of them. So close, though.
It was just not enough damage, and of course, Nigma, they keep each other alive, and S4 valiantly tried to go for the buyback into quick black hole, but Mikey in position to remove that threat relatively quickly. And Alliance, that was the fight we were anticipating. The TB enters the game, you've got Manta, you've got Skadi, your Dragonlance, this is it. And unfortunately in their draft, they don't really have any dispels to deal with Nigma. They have no way to protect Terrorblade outside of throwing bodies in. And maybe if S4 could get a Lotus Orb at a later stage in this game, that could be helpful. Take away Global, prevent ruptures, you know, maybe eat through a Roar, just something. Because Charlie is your fountain of damage, everything. And if he can't stand and click, then it's impossible. And of course, Nigma instantly into the Roshan pit. I'm also raising a couple question marks for Alliance there. They saw the entirety of Nigma in their high ground, kind of contesting Hanskin for that initial D ward, but then they opt to kind of run deeper away from their own vision whilst behind, in the hope to then find something, with S4 leading the charge into a global. It feels like Alliance are just playing a little bit sloppier today, or at least in this second game. They played some beautiful Dota in the last couple of series, but the inconsistencies are now shining. And this is quite a struggle of a game too.
Yeah, I mean, what you want Chuan out front when you go for those plays, right?
Yeah, Spirit Breaker or Timbersaw, just to, you know, soak up some stuff at least. But
well, he's
again,
going to be in the front of
even
this
if we're
one, but this isn't the fight they really want to be taking. Once again, going for the Timber Chain TP, not even going to remotely survive that one. 2 heroes dead. Nigma Galaxy, they're knocking on the high ground right now. Alliance, I just don't think they have an answer. Metamorphosis is still down for 10 seconds, even when it's not. What are you going to do? Like, they've got an Aegis, they've got a Cheese, they've got damage for days, control out, global silence is just feeling absolutely hopeless. Ponlo running on through, but the top lane of Barracks is going to fall. And by the way, they have no tier 2s up, so if you don't stop Nigma here, they are going to mega you. There is not much to stop.
They're dead for 40 seconds Jakiro, 22 seconds Timbersaw. Like, you have Beastmaster, you have Bloodseeker, plenty of attack speed, plenty of damage. They're just going to eat through these buildings. Sure, like a fortification might delay the inevitable, but 2 racks should fall at least.
Ponlo
maybe half. Oh, there's no creeps actually. Yeah. I take it back.
Ponlo doing all right, actually.
Yeah, fair play. I didn't catch that during the beatdown of the towers, but all right. Alliance at least keeping themselves 2 racks in the game. Going back to your earlier question about who should lead the charge, I think at least we saw there the answer was no one can lead the charge for Alliance. Yeah. Anyone who steps up just gonna get 100 to 0. Now the creep waves are entering. Nigma coming back. Round 2 for the mid lane. Aegis still in play for 3 minutes.
I can see from our TV cam. Charlie, he's not going back to this one. He wants to get himself this nullifier. Maybe then he'll see a chance for him to actually turn up to this fight and get some damage coming in.
They've lost the racks.
Another one going down.
Even Mikey in this, just the level of aggression he has. We saw it in the Snapfire game, even now in the OD. He blinks in, Hurricane Pikes, uses the vision. He's just slapping S4. Just soloed him.
He's just gone.
He's done that twice now. What an absolute unit of a player.
Roars out as well onto the Timbersaw. Global Silence to follow up as well. They'll take him down with ease. Chuan is gone. Charlie hitting from the high ground, looking onto Yuma. Yuma, his first life, might just be going down to Charlie here. Certainly will. Charlie still able to be the beast he needs to be in this engagement. No buyback from the Enigma this time around, so they won't have that option available for them. Mikey just sitting there waiting for a forward stuff. He had his own. And blink back in, little astral, keep those astrals coming on through, get as much mana as you can. I mean, it was an Aegis for a Metamorphosis. That is a trade which Nigma Galaxy will take every single day of the week.
I just love Mikey's thought process right now. He's playing like such an assassin. Like this Hurricane Pike, he's got the soft defensive capabilities and Lincolns to prevent the Spirit Breaker instant response, but I just love the way that he's playing. Even here, boom! Up again. He's just constantly forcing Alliance like, hey guys, if you leave your base, I'm here. I'm 30k up. I am the mid laner in this game. Meanwhile, they're just losing bot racks.
Yep, no Metamorphosis. Their one hero which can do damage can no longer do damage. It's looking very, very tricky as the ultimate comes in from Mikey. He'll just take down Hanskin straight off the bat. Yuma running in. The Black Hole's going to come down onto him, but the Roar is there to answer it. S4 is dead. Alliance, their chances are rapidly disappearing in front of their eyes. Their chances of staying in Division 2. Sunder is out. Charlie is alive. 60 seconds on meta though. Yep. It's just too long to wait. Mikey, he's on top of him. Plants a flag nonetheless.
The banner does say goal, by the way, so that's a cool footballing reference for Mikey. Just scored a goal.
Niche footballing reference, which most people won't get. Yep. Ponlo Potlow looking for the hunt here, trying to find something. Just popping the Yours onto the puck there. They've got the Blink Dagger as well. Global Science to come down as well. Mega Creeps have been bought, by the way. It is just playing it out now for Nigma. Mike is just slapping people. Potlow gets taken apart. Charlie as well. Your armor don't mean nothing to Mikey right here. He's going to get another one. He's just taking down everybody right now. 13-1 on this OD. Up to the high ground we go. And GG is called. That will do it. Game number 2. Absolute stop. Nigma Galaxy. No prisoners taken.
Dude, what a banging game.